welcome to Michele Traina's YouTube. We're live, but this is going to be recorded for my YouTube listeners and anyone that comes in. Welcome to my guest, John Arvanitis from Below Deck, and
almost.
Did I say it? Say it for me, John. Go ahead.
Johnny Arvanitis from Below Deck Down Under Season 3.
I definitely would not have been able to say that. Arvanitis,
yeah.
Arvanitis. Fuck. You know, I have a degree in theater. I should get this right. This is all.
You're just a trip to Greece away from saying it right.
So, and you go by Johnny, not just John.
Yeah.
Okay, so Johnny, I watched you on Below Deck. I am a fan of the show. I connect with you on Instagram because I've done interviews with Chef Traina. I just love the yachting experience. I would not be able to afford yet to get on a yacht, except I'd have to be like the comedian in the yacht, hired to do some stuff. So Johnny, you gave me a bio of you. I'm just going to read it, but I want to say I'm super impressed. You grew up with the sea as a huge part of your life. Your mom raised you and your brother to love the water and windsurfing, which has become one of your biggest passions. So you studied mineral and mining engineering. You realized that the sea was where you truly belonged. Love that. And then at 18, you started in the yachting industry. Okay. And then with your brother. So wait, is your brother older or younger?
My brother is 3 years older, actually. He's now 30. I'm 27.
Oh my gosh, such a youngin'. I love it. And then now you don't feel it?
No, not at all.
Honey, I'm 44. You will feel it when you're 44. No, I think
you're good.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I'm 27 at heart. At 18, you joined your first yacht with your brother, joining industry around the same time. What started as a job slowly became a full career, and a piece of it we got to watch a little bit on Below Deck. And you have been through several years on board as a deckhand, a bosun, and a captain, which is amazing. At 27, holy shit, you're a captain. After gaining hands-on experience at sea and, of course, appearing on Below Deck, Down Under, you use this momentum to build your own yacht charter business, All Blue Yachting, and you do this with your brother. I love that. Correct. Okay, and yeah. I can't wait to hear all about this. So today, Johnny helps clients plan yacht charters in Greece and worldwide. Shout out to my camera guy from What's Up New York and my web series, Lewis, who is from Greece, although he's from technically the Bronx, but his whole family's from Greece. He's going to be obsessed with this episode of you. Combining his background as a former captain with a very personal approach to creating unforgettable experience at sea. Welcome, Johnny. I'm very excited to have you.
Nice being here with you, Michele.
So,
I've been following your interviews. I've been following your stand-up comedies. You're doing an amazing job. I love your energy. And I cannot wait just to head right into it.
I am excited. So before we get into like the whole yachting and the reality TV and I dated a Greek guy years ago. I have a boyfriend now. He's not Greek, but years ago I dated this Greek guy. It was rough. Greeks and Italians are both very strong-headed, right? Like I'm 100% Italian, but like New York Italian.
yeah, it's true. Like we're stubborn sometimes. I can tell that, but I don't really like Greeks anymore. Like I believe that the Greeks have had such a strong history.
Yeah.
Like in Greece, they were so good, with mathematics and physics and all these things. They built such amazing monuments, which I feel like today's Greek is nowhere near to that mentality and that power and that, I don't know. I am Greek, but I don't like Greeks. I like Greece and the beauty that she offers, but not the Greeks.
Well, there's a whole difference between New York Italians and then being from Italy. So see, my light went out. That's all right. Someone from above said something to me about Italians, but I just love the passion that Greeks have. And like, I'm excited to explain, hear about your yachting, your business and how that affects with being from Greece and all that stuff. And like, God, it's a beautiful country. So you were in Greece and did you get this casting call when you were working on boats? Were you getting this casting call Below Deck, or you're like, oh, I want to try that? How did that kick in?
So it was really random, to be honest. So it was the first year working in a boat with my brother. We were just finishing the season around September. in the med season. So I just get this random Instagram message from a girl. I shouldn't really be saying, the name. So she texted me, look, I'm, a scout, a talent scout or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. They do the
And
casting scouts on Instagram.
yeah, we think that you would be a great fit for the show. Would you like to have an interview? And I was 24 at the time. Honestly, I have nothing to, hide. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like even with all the cameras around, I know what I can offer to a boat. So for me, it wouldn't make a difference. You would literally see me floating around the jet ski.
Yes.
And it's part of the truth. So it didn't matter. So we did several interviews, and I was not sure if I wanted to go. So I said to myself, you're going to do all the interviews. You're going to see if they're going to choose you, and if they do, then you're going to take your decision. And they actually chose me. So
Yeah.
I had nothing to lose. It was a part of my life that I will always be able to remember.
Yeah.
And it was lovely to be. Definitely.
I enjoyed watching you. I thought you were a hard worker. You were friendly to everybody. And you also just were accountable for everything of who you were. And I loved that. I think that's what drew me to. I was like, oh, I thought it was great. I thought you also represented how hard you have to work to really move the needle in what you want in life. And we're going to get to that because it's a big part of some of the stuff I talk about on my YouTube channel. And as a comedian, I'm sure you experienced lots of funny stuff while working not only on below deck, but on the yacht. Did you have a standout experience of what's the funniest thing you've experienced working on a yacht? If you name maybe top 3, what's something that sticks out?
I definitely have a lot of stories to share. I don't want to get the people bored. So
No, yeah.
Some things that I really enjoyed in my career because I've done eight years, and that means 16 full seasons working in the sea. So my top 3 would definitely be my captaining years in the catamaran industry in Greece. We used to do a lot of karaoke.
Karaoke, yes. You say it so much better.
Go to as isolated places as possible so people could not hear my terrible voice. My singing voice is terrible, I know that, but I have the passion.
Yeah.
So we used to light a bonfire and have cocktails in the beach, and we also sang songs through a karaoke thing. It was amazing.
When you do, I suck at karaoke. So anything with karaoke though, it's just fun and can be a funny experience, whether you're a singer or not. So I feel like that's definitely something that I can imagine, especially if, I've embarrassed myself on some karaoke nights.
My favorite song is Careless Whisper from George Michael's.
Oh, nice. Yes. All right. I love that. Wait,
it's all about the passion.
I love that. Mine is a Backstreet Boys song I'll probably sing, but I want to hear, okay, so at what age, you said you've been 16 seasons and you said 8 years, so you're 20, so you started at 19?
I started at 18, before even 18. My birthday is on the 2nd of June, so by the moment I finished school in the I was 18 years old. I started 15 of June. In 2018.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. And then you started out, and you really worked you were on deckhand, bosun, and captain. And what was the hardest part of becoming deckhand to bosun to captain? Do you think it was easier to become a bosun, or not easier, but what was the more challenging shift, deckhand to bosun or bosun to captain?
I think it was actually becoming the captain.
Yeah.
Because there you can really understand all the dangers that you have behind that position. Until you reach that point, you think that, oh, I'm working much more than the captain. Why am I making so much less? And all these things. And you don't really get it until you actually reach that point where you understand that the huge amount of responsibility you have on your shoulder. We say in Greek that you have one foot in prison and the other one on the boat.
Yeah.
Anything can go wrong, and the person to blame is always the captain. So you have to, think in advance how to not get yourself into a position to actually end up, in jail.
And right. Well, that's huge. And you're only 27 and you're a captain. That's amazing. Do you have any kind of ritual or I would say a habit that's turned into the routine, right? That has contributed to your success to moving up the ladder like that? Because I talk a lot about that on my YouTube live streams. Like I talk about how the habits will contribute to the needle moving, right? Of where you want to go. So is there a specific habit like you do every day that's like, oh, this definitely helped me get to where I am? If it's getting up early, if it's some kind of smoothie you have, anything you could share.
One secret is trying to sleep as early as possible, to wake up as early as possible, for sure. And boat specific, I would say the moment that I understood that I shouldn't care too much is the moment I actually managed to scale faster. Because when you're trapped, when you're placed inside of a yacht, it's like a cell. You're there. Yeah. It might be beautiful where you are, but everything, even the smallest mistakes, feels like 10 times bigger than it actually is. 100 times bigger, just because you're there. You cannot go anywhere else. You're trapped
right
on a boat. So the moment I actually understood that I shouldn't care, this is not my boat, right? I love it like it's mine. I'm working like it's mine, but it's not.
Right.
It's the I understood that I can take a breath, I can relax for a second, and that brought much better results in the long run, rather than being obsessed and working 16, 17 hours a day, running like crazy. In the first day of the Below Deck episode, I have done 56,000 steps in a day. Vian had done like 54,000 steps, which is crazy if you think about it. So if you care too much and like it's eating you from the inside, you're most likely going to do a lot of mistakes. So you need to be cool and confident and relaxed.
Yeah. So keep your cool. Oh God, that's the opposite. So I work hard every day on trying to relax, but I'm a very high energy, high strung person. Do you have a specific thing like, okay, that you have to bring on charter? Like when you were on Below Deck, for example, and you have cameras following you and we don't see like that in itself. And I've been on many productions where I think about myself. I'm like, I don't know how they're moving around in these small quarters with camera crews. Was that an adjustment when you first started filming?
Yeah, it was definitely weird to have all the cameras around, like literally everywhere. You had the microphone attached to your chest so they could hear every single whisper you would say. But again, I didn't care, I know what I'm offering. I know who I am with my good and bad. So nothing to hide. I didn't care much. It was just a little bit weird seeing people change around you because of the camera. So camera off, everybody's different. Then showtime, not the same people I was talking to 1 second ago. So that was weird.
That is a very interesting point. I've felt it myself. When I used to host What's Up New York, we would see a difference when we popped that microphone up in front of a crowd. It's like, oh, I can, it is something where it's hard for people to be. Sometimes I feel like their authentic self, everybody, right? So what was the best part though of joining the Bravo family? I mean, is there something you felt like that really, this was really a benefit to join the Bravo family and connect with fans?
Yeah, I would say just because of the fans, I have received so many messages from people, and that was really probably the best thing that have happened. And also from the show, the people that I actually met, like Traina, she's a dear friend of mine. I love every single person from, the series that I was. I don't have any rivalries. I don't care. I hope the best for every single one of them. But with Traina, Adair, and Vian, I think that these three people, like we were really good friends, and Brianna, of course. I love these guys, and I really believe that because of this experience, it's something that's not going to extinguish ever in our lives. We share this past together, and I love to see them, every day on their social media, keeping tabs.
Yes.
So these and the fans was definitely the two biggest rewards of the show.
I mean, I'm a fan, and I have to say though, but like also working in the industry of entertainment, like you connect with people who do this work, and you love to hear about their story and finding out and then their passion of their business of you in the yachting industry. My dad was in the Navy. My dad passed 6 years ago, but he used to watch Below Deck. I'm not even kidding. I was like, Dad, what are you doing? Because he wasn't a Bravo fan, and all of a sudden one day I'm like, he had bad COPD, and I was leaving the house. I'm like, are you watching Below Deck? Because he was in the Navy and loved boats. We always went on boats as kids. We didn't grow up a lot of money, but my dad always brought us to the ocean, to the sea, to get on boats. I never learned how to sail, but that's another thing in my bucket list. And I someday want to okay, so we're gonna get to your when you started the company, but my favorite color is blue. So the name of your company, say it again so I don't mess it up.
Our name is All Blue Yachting. I have the sign also.
Yes. My favorite color is blue. I have navy on, but my favorite color is blue. I try to get everything with blue. What's behind the name? Because of the sea, or?
The name comes out of do you know anime? Anime. It's like
anime.
There's a really famous one called One Piece. It's one of the biggest. This is the character that you have. As the main character.
Love it.
So it's about a small group of pirates trying to conquer the whole world, and each crew member has a unique dream. So the chef's dream is to find the Old Blue, is a sea that has all the species of fish in it. So each one has a weird dream. Our dream is to connect all the seas, so all blue. Shall be connected with adventure, with memories and amazing voyages for our clients and for ourselves.
I love that. And so for All Blue Yachting right now is solely in Greece. Can you tell us a little bit, like if I wanted to utilize your services, what can I do? Being a girl in Jersey.
So All Blue is doing retail charter brokerage. So we're not focusing on having like 5 yachts or 10 yachts or 15 yachts under our umbrella and only advertise those to our clients, being good or bad. What we do is that we might be based in Greece, but we have a team of 5 based all around the world. So we have 2 people in the US, 1 girl in Monaco and 1 girl in Australia, apart from the 2 of us that were based in Greece. So we're offering, we compare all the yachts that are currently available for charter from all different companies. We shortlist the best ones based on our clients, the budget, the packs, the dates, the availability, and out of the million choices that exist in the market, we show him the 5 best. After he chooses the boat that he likes the most, we negotiate to get the best rate, and we monitor the whole experience from itinerary, crew, provisions, and all the logistics behind it. So the client can only worry about if the picture is good or if the boat is.
I want to come very bad. All right, so we're going to talk offline about planning one for the United States since I'm here, because I have a daughter as a competitive gymnast. My boyfriend's daughter's a competitive gymnast, and they can't leave the country but without they have to be doing gymnastics every single day. So traveling is a little difficult, but we can figure something out in the United States for a couple of days. I would be down for that. If you could all right. So I love this. You started a business though. And a lot of us actors, comedians, people that are tuning in here are, especially to my live stream, they are from all over. Someone asked me today, what would you say to a person who wants to start a business? What is one piece of advice you would give them?
A risk of assessment. Write down all the expenses that you have to do throughout a year. Increase it by 20%. So you're there.
Yep.
Try to think of yourself how you would survive with 0 income out of this business. You need other streams of income to make it happen, or you need to have a very solid plan from the beginning. You don't start the company if you're already in debt, or you don't have any other mean of income, because if it starts going south, then you're going way south.
You're going further south to the border. Well, in the United States border. But so what has been your favorite destination? Okay, so when you have your business right now, and if we go into the component of yachting itself, right? And these are really, there's so much like really helpful tidbits for people who are interested in just doing it, right? Going for it. What's been your favorite destination so far that you visited? I mean, I'm sure there's a ton, but what's like a top three out of your top three? What would you say?
I would say Greece is number one for sure. And the reason is that as it is one of the biggest destinations worldwide for yachting, there are too many boats that they can actually accommodate all different, budgets. You can have a boat starting from, 5,000 for a full week. So it can take up to 8 or 10 guests. So if you divide, it actually means, you can have amazing holiday just because you're not going to spend more than a hotel or the accommodations or the ferries to go around the places. And generally Greece has so many options for every single budget there is, and it's beautiful. Then apart from that, I would say Mallorca has been one of my favorites just because of the vibe and the people there, and Croatia is also magnificent.
Ooh, Croatia. Can you say that again? Croatia. See how you're going to be like this girl with her accent. Croatia. I love it. I have not been to any of those. I have only been to out of the country of the United States. I've been to Canada and the Bahamas, Dominican Republic, but I want to. That's like my bucket list is to go to Greece, to go to places like Croatia, Italy.
If you come to Greece, I'll do a sailing course personally just for you. And you have that written and recorded, so you cannot miss it. If you come, I'm going to do a sailing course just for you. So when you get out of Greece, you're going to have an open sea diploma, sailing diploma.
Yes! Wait, I'm going to take you up on this because it's going on my vision board. All right, we're doing it. In the next year, I'm coming to Greece and we're doing a sail. I'm serious. When you say Perfect. Something, I do it. All right, I'm excited.
For at least 2 weeks, right? To do the full course.
Yeah. All right. So we got to do a 2 week. All right. We'll do it. I gotta get on this. Let's go. I gotta get myself booked and get my money for my Greece trip and get my flight to Greece. I'm down, Johnny. I'm serious. This would be great.